Hello and welcome. My name is Georg Hinkel, and in this short video, I'm going to show you how to create lists and data structures in a server and client using the Tecan SiLA 2 SDK. So for this, so in the previous videos, I created already a small, simple server with something like a greeting service. And in this video, we'll basically extend this to make use of lists and data structures. So of course, the first thing is, once again, the contracts that we need to adjust, because the contracts describe the interface that we expose. And there is of course already made a list implementations, but there's, well, for custom data type, you basically have to create this custom data type first. So what we'll do is I will create a person class or structure. Person, and that consists of a name and a gender. Because we also need a constructor for that. So that has a string name and the gender. And we just assign the values. Okay. And the gender could be male, female, diverse. And let's put female first, because otherwise I'm a sexist monster. And if I put female in front, that's okay. Yep. And then let's just take, we can also say the maximum length still applies to the name. And then we have usually we use collection for this by default, collection of a person. But there's also a couple of other collection interfaces that you can use. So for instance, iList, iRead-only list. I think IEnumable is also working. Yeah. And then this is the people to greet. Yeah. Then next step is adjust the implementation. So I'll just say, okay. Hello, and then comes a string join with the and then the people's names. And people last name. Okay, so that's greeting all of those people. Right. Next thing is, again, we have to compile the contracts. Very important. And that's done. And then we regenerate the code. Once we do that, we can open up the feature that's been generated for us. And you see here, actually, now what we have, the parameter is now called people. Yeah, okay. And the type of that is a list of person. And the person is down here. It's defined as something that has a name which is a string with a constraint that the maximum length is 20, as we specified it, and the gender. And the gender is of a data type gender, and the gender type is basically a string that has a constraint on it that it only allows the values female, male, and diverse. So enumerations are always also directly supported by the SDK. Okay, cool. So next thing, if we want to execute this thing, is of course we also need to rerun the code generator for the client. So then here again we have the path to the feature, which is this one. Then the path to the client CS pod. Here it is. Client. Boom. And if we do that, we of course get some compile error that yeah, client is no longer a collection of person. So okay, and just do the person with name is Joe, and the gender, let's put that to male. Sorry. To the constructor. So Joe, which is male. And then we have Jane, which is a female. Okay. And if we execute this, so let's first build the solution. And then again, we start the server. Yeah, start it. And then the client. Now we can have this 5 seconds timeout for the discovery. And then the response is, hello, Joe and Jane. Yeah. And basically, so please note that the person class that we created here is actually the generated code in the client. So there has been basically the code generator takes the feature description and will generate this person structure out of it. And it also, the gender is also an enumeration that has been generated from the feature description. So basically the custom types and also the enumerations are supported both at the client and at the server side. And with this, yeah, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And I would encourage you to also take a look into the other set of videos. Bye now.